Ladies and G's, let's go back to our tradition, our own roots. So this is what we call comfort food. It's dumpling, chicken stew, and side spinach. So you'll season your chicken generously. Then in a pot, you add a spoon of olive oil. Then you brown your chicken on both sides. I often hear people say when they are browning their chicken or meat, it doesn't brown. Instead, it becomes watery and it starts cooking. So the answer to your problem is that you need to make sure that your meat or chicken is very dry. And secondly, you need to brown it in batches in order to avoid trapping steam. So once our chicken is perfectly browned, we set it aside. Then we start preparation of our veggies. So we'll start by chopping our onions, then followed by our peppers, then our carrot, then lastly our potatoes. So it's not going to be chicken stew without veggies. So you need to make sure that your stew is packed with all the healthy ingredients. In the same pot, we're going to add a spoon of olive oil, then saute our onion and our garlic, then add our potatoes and our carrots. We let everything cook for at least 5 minutes. Then we add our peppers, a squid of tomato paste, garlic and herb, thyme, black pepper, and paprika. Then we let everything cook for at least 3 minutes. Then we bring back our chicken. In a bowl, I mixed stock pot and stock cube with boiling water. Then I poured the mixture on top of my stew. Then added a little bit of water to cover. Then I let everything cook while I started preparation of my dumpling. So the ingredients for my dumpling is sugar, yeast, salt, water, flour, and butter. So I knead my dough for 10 minutes or until it's elastic. Then I put it in an oiled bowl. Then cover it and set it aside for an hour in a warm environment. Then I went to check on my stew and it was very, very beautiful. It was done in 45 minutes and it was perfect. I perfected my skills of making a dumpling at a very, very young age. And I was taught by my grandmother, who was very patient in helping me learn how to get a perfect mixture. So here's a hack. When I was making this dumpling, I didn't have a steaming rack. So I made small round balls using foil. So these are going to act as my steaming rack. Then I aligned them inside my pot very nicely according to my pan. Then I put my pan on top of them, then added water and steamed my dumpling. I then moved over to the side spinach ingredients. So starting off with my tomatoes, then followed by my spinach. And I also kept on checking on my dumpling using a toothpick. In another pot, I added a spoon of olive oil, then sauteed my onion and my garlic, then went in with my peppers, then followed by my tomatoes, then seasoned everything with salt, pepper, paprika, and garlic and herb. I then cooked everything until soft, then crowded my pot with my spinach. And now our dumpling is ready. So look at how beautiful it came out. And the texture is top tier. I know my grandmother has done a very good job. And also our spinach is also done. And now let's lay everything on our plate. It was very warm, it was very comforting, it was very delicious, and I can't wait for each and every one of you to try it at home. It's a hug in a plate. Ladies and gentlemen, it's all chocolate love.